My name is Johnny Butler. I'm a North Carolinian. I'm an artist and a filmmaker, I guess, kind of, although I'm not really making films right now. Toy enthusiast, regular everyday dude.
Tell me a little bit about what we're trying to do today.
What we're trying to do today is basically show, display, exhibit my collection in a film format so other people can experience it, so I can experience it. I don't have the space. I live in a pretty small house, my wife and I and our 3 dogs, and I don't have the space to display a collection. Honestly, I could fill this house if I displayed the whole collection. It would absolutely fill this house, every inch of every wall, every inch of every table, every shelf, easily. Toys, I love them. I love them. I friggin' love them. I've loved them. You know, I played with toys when I was a kid, you know. Some kids didn't play with action figures. Some people growing up didn't really do the whole go out in the backyard and set up a diorama with G.I. Joes or Star Wars figures and sit around and set up scenarios and plot lines and all that. I did all that stuff when I was a kid. The Star Wars 3-inch figures, I mean, I created whole storylines and timelines. So, I mean, I love that stuff. And, you know, pretty much everybody that collects toys, they always say, oh, I had these as a kid, and that's why I love them. And that's true, I think, with every collector. But I collect many things that I never had when I was a kid.
With this project that we're doing today, what are you looking to achieve by sharing your collection?
Well, I'd like to share the collection with anybody that digs on this stuff, too. You know, it's a shame to have a nice collection and nobody ever sees it, or, you know, honestly, I don't really even get to see it. So in a way, this is fun for me too, because I'm gonna get to see a lot of stuff that I haven't seen in a while because it's been packed away. But to display it, to exhibit it, this is kind of like a living exhibit. I'd love to go and rent a museum to rent a whole space and display the whole thing and do a toy exhibit for a week or a month or whatever. But you know, that's tough. This can exist and can exist forever. So I want to display it and just, you know, I guess show it off to the world. The hook or the real motivation for what I collect, why I collect, probably really stems from art. When I was a kid, I was a big Kiss fan, I was a big Star Wars fan, and, you know, comic books, you know, it's really, I started drawing when I was 6. I started drawing Kiss and I started drawing Star Wars when I was 6 years old. And that was the beginning of my art career, and that was also not my art career, but that was the beginning of my art life. And toys just kind of go along with it. A lot of that stuff symbolizes the art, and the art symbolizes it. I would say to be a child and not to have been inspired by Star Wars, for that not to have been there in the first decade of my life, I honestly cannot imagine not being without that great, wonderful piece of artwork to really be a part of my life as a kid and thusly as an adult. You know, art, you know, goes in, one of the reasons I was a big Kiss fan is because Kiss is so expressive, they're so visual. The makeup, the costumes, the art on the albums, you know, it's very visual, it's very art-oriented. Comic books are art. A lot of people look at a toy as a child's plaything, which it is, but it's also a wonderful piece of art, it can be. Every toy is a work of sculpture. Every toy is a work of industrial design. Every toy is a work of color study. Every toy is a work of imagination, is a work that it's something that someone was inspired by and made to inspire other people, and to inspire a child's mind with something beautiful and artistic and unique or expressive and fun is one of the greatest things ever. I mean, that's just awesome. my collection is very eclectic, between art, comic books, toys, movie memorabilia. I mean, I have ticket stubs, you know, just a lot of odd things that aren't toys but kind of go along with that. And we'll see a lot of that odd stuff will come out during this display.
Hey, I'm feeling kinda old school, how about you? If you're feeling how I'm feeling, this is what you do. Throw it up, 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 throw it up. Hey, I'm feeling.
You know, I really love to go on YouTube and watch someone document on video or film, to watch someone document their collection and show this and that and talk about it and talk about their interests and talk about why it's interesting to them is profoundly interesting to me. I can watch that all day long. Everybody's story is different. Everybody has something different to say. Nearly every person collects something different. Most people collect something completely different from what you collect. A lot of people, you know, collect a lot of the same stuff, like Star Wars. Seems like almost everybody that collects something of Star Wars or has some Star Wars items. You know, if they collect, you know, giant Japanese robots, they've got some Star Wars. The whole interest in fantasy, sci-fi, toys, art, comic books, all that stuff kind of glues together in a big ball with, I think, our collective unconscious. It's all kind of joined a little bit. So, I mean, if I love watching somebody else's collection and watch them talk about it and to just see it displayed, explained, and just experience someone's collection. If I find it that cool and interesting, I have to imagine that other collectors would find my collection that interesting or fun. It's no longer like these little people that collect and don't really communicate with other people. Now there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of sharing with multimedia where there, you know, wasn't, you know, 10, 15 years ago before YouTube. You know, you couldn't go into somebody's house and see their entire collection. But now, boom, you can watch it in your own living room. You can watch it at work. You can watch it in your car. You can watch it in the park on your phone. It's beautiful. It's awesome. And I can't imagine why I wouldn't do this.